Looks like we might have two paces. Is that Charlotte Wilson, perhaps? Sitting in about 4th position, I think it might be. So Sophie O'Sullivan saw her in the A800 earlier. She is now pacing this C3000 metres for women. Top seeds here, probably around the 10.26. Deej might be the, and I reckon they'll be setting them off at around just over the 10-minute pacing schedule.
And amongst that group, Tim, I see Rebecca Barry out wide there. She won the B race last week over 5,000 at the New South Wales Champs. Ran another personal best there. One of the Peter Swallow crew doing a very good job.
That's right, and also, you know, it's good to see the Victorians beat the New South Wales runners on their home turf.
They did a great job. Her and Katie Gamble both been running PBs regularly this season.
Correct, so great coaching there from the squad down there at Frankston under Peter Swallow. But it looks snail's pace at the moment, but I think they are moving. We will try and get a fix as they come through on the 1K. Well, they're going to approach the 400 metre mark now. It's about 82 they're going through, which is about 10:15. So that's a nice time target here, given that our top seed time's around the 10:26 mark. So the girls, lots of them here, looking at PBs in this C race. Being well paced here. Wilson now going to the outside and taking the pace up. So they're sitting on about those 82s. They'll be approaching the 600 metre mark as they come through here. And they'll be getting 6 laps to go for the crew. Well bunched here. You can see Coughlin in there, Richardson, Barry, Kenny, Starr. Lauren Starr's off a big run at the 2 bays where she came second over 28 kilometres. So stepping down to the 3,000 metres here is the Yarra Rangers runner. So still tightly bunched. Let's see if the girls can just work together lap after lap and then launch for home in that all-important last kilometre of the 3,000 metres. There's our 2 pacemakers side by side. Wilson, also O'Sullivan. I think Laven is one of the lead runners out there at the moment, the Yarra Rangers runner. Part of the Laven clan, who have been running so well over track and also XCR events at Athletics Victoria for the last few years. So the pacemaker's still setting it nicely. When they come through here, we'll be at 1 kilometre. And that'll give us a very good indication of how they're tracking. Laven goes to the outside now. So after the excitement of that men's A race, let's keep the excitement going for the rest of these 3,000 metre events here as we're tracking through 3:29. So right on 10:30 pace at the moment. 10:30 pace for the lead bunch. Let's see if we can hold pace through that 2nd kilometre. So Laven, Coughlin. Also Boyd Squires Long, I think, is up there as well. Starr is there, as we said, great run over 28 kilometres of trials. So 3K on the track will be easy peasy for Lauren Starr. Richardson in the middle there in the Geelong Guild green. Beck Barry also positioned nicely.
Tim, as this race takes its way around, just a reminder, the canteen is starting to wind up shortly. There's still some hamburgers and sausages going. The bar is still open there right next to the canteen, but for those who are looking for something to eat, please make your way across shortly. As we said, it's been a great evening of running and hospitality here from Box Hill Athletic Club.
Which you have made the absolute most of, Nick Wall. So Charlotte Wilson still leading, Laven on the outside. O'Sullivan sitting in there, taking another pack through. Boyd Squires Lung is one of those. Barry up there, Richardson, Starr in great position and looking good. Kenny also going nicely. And if Nick were to hand me the field list, I could tell you who some of the others are as well.
I'll come across shortly, Tim, and find a start list for you.
So Coughlin from Sandringham. In the new Sandringham strip, which is the new old strip from the 1940s. So sitting still around that 10:20 pace. I think the pace has picked up a little, Nick.
As I said, Tim, make sure you get your way to the barbecue because it is closing soon, so I'll go there again. But Tim, the paces seem to have picked up. I'm not sure if that's what you said to me, but after the snail pace early, which was set up by Charlotte Wilson, who's already been around for 7.5 laps tonight, she's helped the ladies through again for 4 laps. And now they seem to be kicking on.
Yeah, no, it definitely has gone up. And we're seeing Coghlan and Laven driving that. They're sitting beautifully behind the pacer. Lawrence Starr still looking good. Then we've got Boyd Squires Long. Richardson, Barry's back in it. Her teammate Kenny not too far behind. Then we're looking at Goldsworthy. And also the Essendon runner there, which is Puglisi. Good to see Bianca back up and running well. Sophie Coltish then leads that next pack. And that includes Thomas, I think, from Western Athletics, and the other Sandringham runner is Collins.
So you're right, Tim. There is a pack of, we've got 2 leaders out in front at the moment. Then the next group, though, the train is slowly making some momentum, and it looks like it will catch them probably in the next lap and a half. That train of 6 runners is starting to move along, and they're probably the quickest movers at the moment on the track.
Yeah, unfortunately for Starr, she's in a little bit of no woman's land at the moment, but it looks like Laven's now taken the race up again and seems to be moving away from Coghlan. We're ending the final stages of this race. We're into the last kilometre. So approaching 2 laps to go. So Laven, Yarra Rangers, about 2 to 3 metres now up on Coghlan. Another 10 back to Starb with Kira Boyd, Squires Long, the double hyphen coming through to get 2 to go. Beck Barry next, Richardson, Kenny, Goldsworthy, Puglisi. Then we've got Collins. Then Thomas, Coltish, Deej, Campbell. It looks like a winning move here, I'd say, Nick.
I think you're right. That was a really distinctive move there with 2 laps to go. We split the field now by about 10 metres, and that pack behind them, which includes Squires, Boyd, Long, look like they're probably not going to quite wind up the winner, but can they reel in second place? There's a group there, including Barry, moving along quite well. Richardson looks like she's moving along well, also the heating up athlete from Geelong. It's been fantastic to see those Geelong athletes make their way up here regularly this season.
Yeah, good over 8 and 15, Richardson. So I haven't seen much of her over the 3K, but I'm impressed tonight by what I'm seeing. Also impressed by Kira Boyd Squires Long, because hasn't necessarily been running at her top form in recent months, but this is a good performance and very solid. And I think she might start to challenge Coghlan over that last lap.
So, Tim, how close are we going to go to those predicted seed times here?
I think we're going to have a good run here from
Laven it is. Laven's out in front still.
We're going to get Laven well under. It's going to be about 10:20. Georgia just now winds it up, takes the pace up again. Coghlan does the same, hits that bell and magic things happen. Boyd Squires Long, then Beck Barry. Lauren Starr's been brave early. She's got to just finish off the last lap as the younger girls start to come from the clouds over the top of her. So Richardson makes a good move.
You're right, Tim. Richardson's pulling through. Puglisi and also Goldsworthy there in the middle of the pack. Coltish has just gone past me. But out in front, Laven has pulled away. Laven's pulled away. She's looking to go around that. You said that 10:20. I think it's going to be 10:20 mid. She gets 200 metres to go now, and the clock's at 9:42. Boyd Squires, Long, Barry, and Puglisi's the biggest mover. Puglisi's moved from 10th up into 4th or 5th. Now she heads Barry, who's in 4th. But out in front, there's no doubt about Laven. She's going to win this one by a long way. Paced herself very well through. Kicked down and 10:20 odd we said, and that's exactly where she's going to finish. Coghlan it is still in second, Tim. Puglisi moving home strong. Boyd, Squires, Long and Barry making up those minor places.
Yeah, look, there's a good run here by Laban. Probably should be looking at being in higher graded races as well, and I think this might indicate a great season there for Georgia Laban. 10:26 unofficial. Great running here at Boyd Squires Long. I spotted this. He's going to be right near the 10:30, just a tick over. Then Coghlan, Puglisi, big run. Beck Barry, Richardson, Kenny, Star, brave early. She's coming through in 10:39. That's a good run. Then Goldsworthy, Thomas, Collins. Then we've got Coltish and Campbell coming through. Sub 11-minute performances for the two of them. So Matilda Strugnall next to finish there from Sandringham. Around the 11:10 mark. Kerr will be next in. And Balaeno will be the last of the finishers here in the women's C 3,000 metres.